One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. The threshold. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. About 4%. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. All right, I'm about to cross over the threshold now. Replace the threshold. Air seal the door. That's one thing. It's easier to earn a lot of money over a short period of time than it is to make a lot of money, to make a little money over a long period of time. Nope, that's not the affirmation. But that's the source video, my first financial breakthrough from Dr. Myron Golden, that's in the description area. Also use my referral code, or actually circulate my referral code around your system to drive for Uber. And or give donate $150 to the nonprofit 501(c) or cash out it to me directly. You know, and on one hand, my selfish part, I want the $150 for the value that you got out of this video. And you ought to get some value because it's going to get deleted, or at least unsubscribed, save it in the playlist. And that's how important one think one is right now. Because one is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. And one of the hard ways is to dance for you. I'ma dance for you. I'ma move my body. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me to tap into your subconscious mind so you can buy my product and services. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the little ways to make a lot. Or I'm gonna focus on the little ways to make a lot and do what attraction rather than promotion. And if you are attracted to this video, then you have $150 that you can circulate to me. Give or circulate freely, right? Or if you prefer to grant other than give is, granting is, well, I want you to do this with your money. Or I don't want my money I don't want to give this man my money. He say he want a bus pass. He say he want to get on a bus, or she say she want to get on a bus, or he say they want some food, but they really want some drugs. It take one to know one, right? It take one to know one. You can't get mad about it. The duck is a duck, right? One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. So write that out 50 times. I am ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot, right? The threshold. Master David Schmeltz, the founder and director of this place, Change Lives, Empower New, the acronym for CLEAN. Change Lives, Empower the New. Me and him put that threshold in. I'm holding on to it. But it's like bleeding. It's not stopping the bleeding. The air's not sealed. Personally, focus on the peanuts get monkeys, the heating bill and all that stuff is the difference that isn't enough to make me shudder or even take the time to change the threshold or do everything I can to winter seal to save a few pennies. Saving is a bad word for me. One of the reasons, and I don't know if I said this truth to oneself, because these videos are basically for oneself too, is that when emotions are high, intelligence is low. and I'm at risk of being incarceration or killed, right? And it's been that way, that feeling, the feeling, well, the emotion, high intelligence, been that way since I was old enough to remember. That's an expression, that's a cliche. But that's a fact out of my own experience that my current life, so transformation is key and king. And though one has had over 13 and a half years clean and sober, 13 years in November, sometime in November, where one is without cigarettes, 7.5 years or more, over 7.5 years without the vegan lifestyle, 9 years doing one stream of income, trading time for money, and that's the Uber gig. All right, and one is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. One is ignoring all the hard ways to make a little bit of money and focusing on the easier ways to make a lot. The easier way to make a lot, we're going to use that as stuff to etch this into one's DNA, to burn it into one's mind. The DNA part kind of implies the body, right? And the mind, as far as the image of the mind, because have you ever seen the mind? Do you have an image of what the mind is? Well, Thurman Fleet gave an image of the mind. It's like a stick man figure. And it is basically the subconscious, the conscious, the subconscious, the body, and then results. So one result of this video would be actually doing, with my body physically doing the changing out the threshold, sealing that door. So all the heat won't escape or the cold air come in. And don't do it to save money. Doing it because you like to have it a little warmer in here, right? And a little quicker. Right? Maybe use less energy. Them right people reasons. They really are. It's easier for one to I can't say that. That's the same thing as calling people ninjas. I heard Facebook, that was pretty cool. I like that. That was pretty slick. They said, stop calling us white people because, it's all about the vibration. The vibration is the same as white people calling other people niggers, right? The vibration it's not meant for something good. And then, well, originally it wasn't meant. And to some people it could be not meant to something, because I didn't mean nothing bad by it. And some people don't, I firmly believe, stiffly believe, I believe, it hardly believe that, yeah, that some Caucasian folks use the word nigger, not nigga, and don't mean it like it was meant during the horrid institution of slavery of these United States of America. That's a heck of a portal. Damn, this coffee too strong. I got a Toyota, not Toyota, Kia electric vehicle, EV6. I'm on 4%. I'm gonna go charge it. I'm gonna go super bad for a minute. And it's almost 9 o'clock. It's kind of risky. I got some curtains sealing off some of the places where there are no doors. And that's sufficient to hold the heat. I've been doing that for years. But I'm tired of everything just working out. I want everything to more than work out. And that's the first thing I wrote down in my mini composition book this morning. You know what the universe did?